Today, we're going to examine something very different, so you're going to be surprised. Kat Timpf is well known for her witty remarks, strong beliefs, and unusual perspective on life, but you won't be able to contain your laughter when she talks about her home. It is so extreme that it gives the impression that Alcatraz is a holiday destination. I'm sure you're wondering how her house could be so unique. This house tour will leave you as awestruck as we were when we received a sneak peek, so stay put. On television, Kat Timpf is frequently seen making witty comments and maintaining her composure under duress. Although she is typically in charge and always prepared with a clever retort, her personal life is very different from what you may anticipate. Imagine living in a house that is so dissimilar from the usual celebrity mansion that it is nearly hard to believe. Kat's home is just like that, and the analogies to Alcatraz are more true than you could imagine. First things first, Kat Timpf is renowned for being honest, fearless, and completely herself. Her unique mentality and lively personality are reflected in her home. The catch is that her home isn't the opulent, glitzy scene you might anticipate from a well-known public figure. Actually, the reverse is true. Imagine an austere, almost frigid, and secretive setting rather than a warm, welcoming one. Imagine imposing walls, a layout reminiscent of a fortress, and an enigmatic ambiance that makes you wonder if you're in a house or the scene of a gripping movie. The peculiar arrangement of Kat's residence is the first thing you notice about it. Her home feels purposefully walled off and secluded, in contrast to the expansive, inviting residences of most celebrities. With a layout that favors seclusion above openness, each space exudes a sense of secrecy. The feeling of isolation is heightened by the tall walls that almost appear to shut in on you. Sharp-edged and unusual, the decor is undoubtedly unique without being extravagant. The house itself seems to be hiding secrets, perhaps even ones that would make Alcatraz appear mild. Kat's house is full of surprises. Even if it has a severe look, it may appear inhospitable at first, yet behind the surface lies a strange charm. As you look around, you start to see how the bleak surroundings contrast with the little oddball elements that show her actual self. The fortress-like ambiance is broken up with playful decor elements, colorful accents, and personal touches that reveal Kat's distinct sense of humor and uniqueness. The overwhelming sensation of loneliness in Kat's house is among its most remarkable features. Kat's house feels like a private haven, hidden away from the spotlight, in contrast to most celebrities who lead an open, extravagant lifestyle. It's a haven where she may get away from the incessant clamor of the outer world and is intended for isolation. Her need for privacy appears to be reflected in every area of the house, demonstrating that her house is more than simply a place to live. It is a place to unwind and rejuvenate. In addition to its eye-catching architecture, Kat's home makes a strong statement about who she is. Her home is as unvarnished, unrefined, and unrepentant as her public character. She has no desire to dazzle people with ostentatious features or designs. Rather, she has designed a place that is authentically her own, unique, out of the ordinary, and wholly her own. What is the difference between a place like Alcatraz and Kat's home? Most likely, your first impression of Alcatraz is one of a chilly, bleak building with high walls and little warmth. Kat's house has a similar atmosphere, both in terms of the way it looks and how it makes you feel when you go in. It gives the impression that each chamber is a secluded place for introspection or even an escape from the outside world. But don't let the fortress-like facade deceive you. There is a lot of personality concealed within the walls beneath the sterile architecture. Like Kat, her home has many layers of complexity. Subtle elements allude to a warmth and resiliency that characterize her spirit, even though the harsh edges and unusual structure dominate the initial impression. The knowledge that she defies expectations, even in her own home, is almost consoling. It's hard to overlook the feeling of isolation that permeates her house. It has a theatrical quality, as though it were the backdrop for a gripping tale or a developing mystery. However, the contrast between the chilly, fortress-like exterior and the colorful, intimate details within is what makes Kat's home so intriguing. Even though it's a place of intensity, if you look closely, you can see hints of comedy and tenderness. In the end, Kat's house perfectly captures her essence. Brash, unorthodox, and unrepentant. It's not a home meant to wow or follow the standards of celebrities. Rather, it's a place where she can completely accept her uniqueness. Given that it's a location of strength and resiliency in addition to isolation, it's easy to understand why she likens it to Alcatraz. For Kat, having a place that genuinely embodies her distinct individuality is more important than having a fancy house or following the latest fashions. What are your thoughts after seeing a peek at Kat Timpf's unique home? Does it make Alcatraz seem like the ideal getaway spot, or would you want to see it for yourself? Tell us in the comment section below. For more exclusive celebrity house tours, remember to like, share, and subscribe if you liked this video. You won't want to miss our upcoming feature, so stay tuned.